Yes.
And I just realized we hadn't queued the mics up for any of that, so they didn't hear it. And so I'll just go ahead and start it over. So that's So the perfect game is off. We no longer got the perfect game.
Right.
We'll just continue. Folks, thank you very much for watching that pre-rehearsal, as it were. Welcome to the San Antonio Gunslingers Coaches Show, wherever you are. October 11th, 2023. Welcome to Branded. I'm your host, Ralph Judkins. He's Tom Menas, and we are very excited to be here. So excited I didn't take us off of mute.
It's okay. No worries. They're probably very grateful at this point. Yes, already. No, we're good. First of all, hey, you may have seen our hat here. We have a new sponsor. Do I have a second to talk about them?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about them right up front.
Gone Country, handmade quality cowboy hats. Not only will I be representing them, they're going to be a sponsor of ours in the 2024 season, providing our players, coaches, staff with cowboy hats, but also we're going to have a fan hat available in our store, which is really exciting. So the idea is going to be that we're going to embrace our cowboyness.
Absolutely.
We'll say, right? Yeah, so it's
Boots
great.
and all.
I love them because I wear them all the time at home and get funny stares. Here, I wear them and everyone's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I love it. So it's great.
Well, it's our first live show. We're going to have our first guest. We're going to be featuring new merchandise and more program information, more news about the team, because the Gunslingers are continuing to absolutely evolve. And we're actually going to talk about some of the new rules for the new league we're playing in, as well as have some giveaways here. So we'll go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we will be bringing on our first guest, which is Jordan Stubing, the genius behind all of the graphics. You are watching Branded with head coach Tom Menas.
Spriester, Jimenez, Kasky, Ramirez.
Cars ramming into DPS troopers.
I do the behind the kitchen door.
Hear about the video of your DWI arrest?
Expect more at 10.
Tonight on the Night Beat.
Nice. On the Night Beat.
The Night Beat.
Quality. Here at John Wayne, it's not just a word, it's our foundation. From the people we employ, to the service that's provided, to the equipment that we design and install, quality matters. For nearly 20 years, providing quality Texas comfort to the San Antonio area communities has been our highest priority. Right now, get a complete new system with affordable monthly payments from $72, plus get no interest and no payments for 12 months. For quality you can count on, call John Wayne today.
For generations, the family recipes at Carrabba's Italian Grill have been bringing people together. From the sweet smell of our scratch-made sauce to our rich layers of lasagna, we believe food made with love leads to tables filled with laughter. Dine with us or order out at Carrabba's.com.
And welcome back to Branded, and here we are with our very, very first guest, Jordan Stubing. Jordan Stubing, the genius behind all of the graphics and products that we offer at every single one of the games. Plus, this banner behind us. Jordan, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Well, tell us about the latest achievement of the San Antonio Gunslingers merchandise show. We got a special here I'm about to put on the screen.
We have a new Halloween jersey, which a lot of people have asked for. We put a lot of work into this one. I think it's good for everybody. It's going to be something that the kids can wear, something that the adults like too. We take a lot of pride in every jersey that we make. We kind of pride ourselves in being ahead of the pack with indoor football, with all of our merch all together. So we always make sure we want to keep things top of the line. So I hope everyone likes it.
And I really hope people appreciate the fact that we do all this in-house.
Yes.
I mean, which is unheard of, right? And he can take it from design to production in hours. You know, he literally could. I know he likes way more time than that. I always
Yeah.
say, hey, I need it tomorrow, but no, he does great. And
Didn't this banner just come into existence today?
This banner
it's
was
about
not
an hour old.
did not exist about 5 hours ago.
Right.
And the brand on it didn't exist about 48 hours ago. So we do a lot of things last minute. But
Let's talk about that real quick, because we were trying to come up with the name for the show, right? And what we ended up doing is we kind of settled on branding. Branding is a sign of ownership, right?
For sure.
And it's showing that you own that cattle, you own that horse, you own that. Well, our fan base owns this team because we wouldn't be here without them, right?
Right.
So we're branded, and we belong to San Antonio, and we're not going anywhere, right?
Well, I'd like to add to that. A brand isn't just ownership, it's a legacy.
There you go.
It goes for generations. If you
Yep.
look at some of the oldest ranches in Texas, like
Yep.
the 4-6s, they've been around for 100 years.
Right.
And they're still going strong. And
Yep.
that's the kind of
As a matter of
principles.
fact, tell them how we're going to have brands in our store.
We're going to have some cattle brands that we're making.
Yep.
We're going to have, if you want to brand your steak, we're going to have
You wanna brand your cowboy hat. You
tons
wanna-
of stuff.
Yeah,
We're
right.
talking about belt buckles. We're talking about
Right.
leather work. We're talking about earrings. We're talking about all kinds of things.
Right.
Our merch has been, dare I say, top of the line for the most part ever since we started.
Right.
We're only going to get better at doing that.
No,
And
great. Yeah.
the
And
sky's the
the
limit.
idea is, you tie that in with our media people, our social media people, obviously this show. You got to check this stuff out because, the value too is just incredible because, we keep it so everyone can get one, right?
Right.
While we're talking about it, do we have time to talk about the Castronova limited edition?
I don't have the graphics,
That's
but
okay, but I still want to talk about it for
yeah.
a second.
It's easy to find on Facebook.
Yeah.
They was on the first episode.
Right.
It's the first time we featured a player, and it's an awesome jersey, and it's going to be the beginning of a line, a series of jerseys, because we really want to show our players and feature them as much as possible, and they earned it and they deserve it, and that's
that goes back to our thing, giving them a professional football experience when you get here.
For sure.
And I'm looking forward to as we've signed some really important players, and I'm sure I'll be getting texts later. When do I get my shirt? Yeah, but you always
Everyone's
got to
time
start
will
with
come.
QB1, right?
For sure.
So
He leads the pack, and he's leading the pack on this aspect, but that doesn't mean that anybody's going to get left behind on it.
Right. Now, we were talking, you and I, Jordan, the other day, and we were saying, it's been 105 here, it's been 100 here, but now all of a sudden it's 65 today, right?
It's cooling down.
So the hoodies, the long sleeve tees, the things that we've all been holding off that we want to get, and especially our northern and east coast fans have been on me already about when can I get a hoodie, when can I get that. Talk about the Christmas line that you're going to come up with.
Well, we're going to do a Christmas line. We've already ordered some sample hoodies of some of our past jerseys that came out amazing. They're not available to the public just yet because we just wanted to make sure the quality was there.
Right.
But we're going to have hoodies. We're going to have, I'm thinking maybe an ugly sweater jersey
Oh, I love that.
for your holiday party.
I love that.
oh my.
With the gunslinger motif, right? That would be fun. Yeah.
Grandma got ran over by a gunslinger. She's standing on the wall.
Hey, you know what I was going to say, and I want everyone to know this because we talked real quick about Gone Country, and we're all going to be wearing Gone Country gear all year.
Yes, sir.
But I'm already talking to a boot company.
Okay.
We have a boot of our own. We're going to have our hat of our own. We're going to have the buckles, the jewelry,
sure.
all that of our own. We're going to have some different shirts like these coaches type shirts, maybe
Right.
long sleeve ones that are branded up really good. And we want to take it out of the box. We really want to. So as you see the store, keep following the store because not only is Jordan adding to it, but all the departments are giving him ideas. And when we go ahead and we launch this thing, you're going to be able to hit a button and order a cowboy hat. You're going to be able to hit a button and buy a pair of boots. You're going to be able to hit a button and do whatever. And that's what we want to get into, real merchandising, not just 3 or 4, Nike.
Well, that's something I'd like to touch on because a lot of these teams, I'm not knocking them, but a lot of what these teams do is they have a third party that sets up a generic merch store, and you can get the same logo on 5 different brands of clothes, and there's nothing unique about it.
Right.
We do all this ourselves. Right. You deal with Gone Country personally.
Yeah, I'm one of their representatives.
Yeah.
So,
and I deal with my jersey guy personally. I personally design every item, and I'm sitting in a room full of Gunslinger fans that can come up to me and talk to me and say, hey, it already happened today. A lady came up to me and wanted a pink Gunslinger jersey because she has a pink truck. Well, you're not going to get that anywhere else.
Right.
And guess what's going to happen this season? We're going to have a pink jersey.
Right.
And we should have had one already. And, it's the personal touch. It's something that no one else can do but us.
Well, that goes back to what we were saying, Ralph, is that being able to do it in-house, the way we do it, the first thing I said to you when I walked through the office is, I go, this is incredible. This is incredible. What do you mean you can do this? What do you mean you can do that? And it's where it would take me going to whoever's purchasing and say, hey, I need this, and it's 2 weeks out,
right.
It's 5 weeks out.
You got to wait on the design, and then we got to have the design approved.
Do I have camera-ready artwork that we can send out? Do I have this? And by the time you get it, it's never what you thought it was going to be.
Or you forgot you ordered it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been on teams where I've gotten one pair of shorts and one T-shirt to last the whole year, right? And
they're two different colors.
Right, and it's just, I know we do what we can do, and that's fine. But in New York, we were treated well, right? I mean, in New York, we always made sure we took care of the guys, and the ownership did. But here's the big but in the room, right? You're limited at what you can do because you don't have it in-house.
Right.
Having I think last episode we were talking about how many people we have at our staff meeting. We have 25 people in our staff meeting that are employees of the San Antonio Gunslingers. Nobody has 25 employees working for them. And you're going to say, well, you don't need that many. If you had our infrastructure, you need that many. And we're shorthanded, and we're hiring interns now, right?
You're right. But everybody that we have, it's not just 25 people. It's 25 people that are extremely good at their job.
Oh, our talent pool is ridiculous. Yeah.
Have been doing this on the John Wayne side for a long time, and that it was an easy shift over into the gunslinger world. So it's been amazing.
Yeah. No. Kudos. Big time. I'm a fan of all your stuff.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great that we have the ability to do all this. And the place is packed, though, huh?
Yeah, it's busy in here. That's awesome.
You can show them off, Ralph, how many people are here?
Absolutely.
We got a packed house.
Yeah. And we're going to be doing something special very, very soon. We come back from the break. We're going to watch Jordan make somebody's night.
Oh, yeah.
Not just once, but multiple times as he gives away some of this wonderful merch. And you're going to hear the enthusiasm here in a bit. So we'll take a break right here. And when we return, we will be moving on with
no problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
More and more stuff as we continue with Branded. Weird.
There we go. How long's this break?
How long's the break, Ralph?
Dependability. It's expected by our customers, and it's demanded by me. I personally guarantee the certified techs we send to your home and the equipment we install are dependable. John Wayne's American Pride comfort systems are designed specifically for San Antonio's extreme heat and humidity and come with a lifetime warranty. Right now, get a complete new system with affordable monthly payments from $72, plus get no interest and no payments for 12 months. For comfort you can depend on, call John Wayne today.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
welcome back to Branded with head coach Tom Menas, Ralph Judkins, as you're hearing our crowd in the background. And I've got to drop this thing. We're hearing it, but we're not seeing us.
That's okay.
And we'll hopefully we'll
again
have,
another blessing.
As it were. Hopefully we'll have Jordan firing up the crowd even more. He's not quite ready yet. That's okay. That's okay.
Well, we can break to him when he's ready.
Yep. And we do have the opportunity to talk about something you mentioned,
Just
Coach.
let us know when you're ready.
We had a big spill, so just give me a minute. Okay. Yeah, we're good. But this gives us a chance to talk about the intern program. The Gunslingers want you.
Well, it's ironic. We've been looking at trying to get some young people that are interested in learning the sports business, either the management side, the IT side, the clerical side, sales side, and even to the effect that I just hired our new equipment manager tonight.
Oh, awesome.
And he's somebody who's been around the program a long time. We'll introduce him probably next show. And, it's, and these are young people that really want to learn, right? And I can tell you, I started out like everybody else. You start at the low end, and you work your way up, and there's those kids that are still out there. Everyone kind of thinks they're not out there anymore. They're out there, and they want to learn, and they're willing to, start lower level and work their way up, and that's a big thing, and we want to make that happen for them. So, yeah.
Well, it's actually now our time to talk about this week in Gunslinger News, all the things that have gone on that we can tell them about, Coach.
Well, we can tell them pretty much everything.
There's a lot out there. We have a whole bunch of contracts let and that are happening, and things that we're looking to do to add even more of the most important asset, the players.
Without the players, you don't have any of this, right? And it's a player's game. It's not a coach's game. It's not an owner's game. It's a player's game. And, you want to surround yourself with the absolute best people you can. Since we were on the last show, we signed Zach Brown, linebacker, formerly with Carolina.
I didn't even know he was just a linebacker, and he was playing fullback in the previous league.
He's played at multiple positions, even a DB or a safety at one point.
Wow!
And that was probably 40 pounds ago. But he's such a great athlete, and he's a great man. And Zach and I had flirted the idea around for a year or so, and and I always wanted to see if I could get him to get involved with us. And didn't I shut my phone off?
Coach is always in demand.
I'll tell you what, right now I'm looking for DBs, defensive backs, and to find really good ones is like looking for a mermaid. Okay, they're out there somewhere. You just got to find them, and it takes a lot of work. And so my phone's been, I apologize for that. But
no, but you're busy. There's always people calling you all the time.
Oh, yeah. So
surprise, his phone rang.
So the other side of it is we signed Zach. So lucky to have him. Great team leader, great guy, great football player. But we also signed DJ Myers. DJ's fresh out of the USFL. He made a USFL team. He was with Memphis. He was just a great athlete. Before he went there, he was Iron Man of the Year. He was an All-Star of the year before that. Just an exceptional receiver. So right now we got Markel Wade, Kali Richard, DJ Myers, Anthony Cruz as our wide receivers that we've signed. Again, we have Hardy, and Lewis on our line right now. We have Sam, obviously, at quarterback, and Cruz is his backup quarterback. And we've got a couple rookies coming in. We've got a rookie defensive end coming in. We've got a rookie wide receiver coming in. Great guys, but I don't really like talking about rookies because they haven't done anything yet. So the thing about it is, which is really good, is that we're building a team, and these young players that are coming in now that we're starting to sign are going to have a tremendous opportunity to learn from the best. And we're really counting on that. I think.
Yes, I think Jordan's about ready.
Yep.
I don't want to shout at Jordan.
Jordan,
maybe we can throw some ice
ready?
at him.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway now as I cut over to the fan cam. And Jordan there in the white hat.
Giving away 2 free day passes to Six Flags right now.
Did he say Six Flags?
Yes.
Wow.
Robert Mazzo.
Yeah, that's a nice gift.
And we'll have more giveaways throughout the time we're here. That's a reason to come on out to Pantheon Way here in North San Antonio. When we come back, we're going to have our very first rules segment.
Oh boy.
On the IFL rules for something. I think I have an idea. I kind of wish we'd brought a whiteboard. I wished I owned a telestrator.
Oh no, you don't need all that. I have the rule book.
Even better, even better. So when we return to more of Branded, you're watching Branded with head coach Tom Menas live from Walk-Ons.
We good?
Don't get left in the dark. John Wayne has a full warehouse of standby generators ready for immediate installation. We'll keep the lights on, keep you cool, even if you lose power. And right now, enjoy no payments and no interest for 12 months. That's right, no payments until 2024. For a limited time, when you purchase your standby generator from John Wayne, we'll install a complete home surge protection system for free. Call or text John Wayne today at 293-6700.
For over 30 years, Lind has managed communities across the country, but it all started here in San Antonio. Through hard work and dedication, this family-owned business has grown to be one of the industry leaders and key member of the San Antonio community. With affordable living options to luxury apartments, Lind offers quality living at its best. Visit lindliving.com to learn more about our communities, career opportunities, and community involvement.
And welcome back to Branded with Tom Menas. As Jordan Stubing is about set to give something else away, let's go ahead and see what he's got and who he's got it for. Take it away, Jordan.
Free jerseys.
Free jersey. Is my name in there?
Yeah, right. I know. I know my kids are probably like,
there's a happy fan. And now we're on to, as we talked about ahead of time, we're going to go ahead and take a look at IFL Rule School. First topic up for discussion tonight, Coach. For those that are coming from the other league, it's a different league, a different approach.
Yeah,
it's indoor, not arena.
Right. But again, There's a lot of similarities. The one that I think reading the protocol that the head of officials had sent me, I really probably got the most out of that, because this is a guy who is very passionate about his profession. He wants to be perfect. He gives access to the critique films from the referees, so we get to learn about how they call games, and if there's an issue, we can send in our clips and do whatever, just like you can in any other league. But he's very passionate about what he does. And Joe Clarkson in the NAL was great too. I mean, he was good. But it's nice to know that we're in a league where we have the same professionalism with this. And the biggest ones were I look at as an old lineman was I looked at holding. We had some very, how can I put this politely, in the NAL, blind referees that would not call holding at the point of attack. When a hold for an offensive lineman is a yank down, a body turn, anything that deters the defensive lineman at the point of contact to make a play, right? Where on the backside, you might have had a lineman battling with the guy for 2-3 seconds, and after a minute, the guy, defensive end, would keep running around, and the offensive line would get his arm out, and he'd try to, I'm being held because it's across his body. They'd call that. What's refreshing about this is, if it's away from the play, it doesn't impact the play. It doesn't slow the game down. And we had a referee that did some big games in the NAL that loved being on camera. And he must have called, I bet he threw 30 flags a game. And when they do that, they're making it about refs, not about the play. Everything I'm getting from talking to the people with the IFL is that it's not about that. It's let the game be the game. Don't influence the game, but don't be blinded by, don't be afraid to make a big call if you have to, but don't make frivolous calls that don't impact the play. I think that's the thing I was most impressed about, that in itself. So really, that encompasses 100% of the plays. Someone's always on offense, right? So, well, if you take out special teams, but we'll say 95% of the plays. So if you can fix that problem and you don't become petty on, again, not at the point of attack, and you call at the point of attack, and you're the biggest thing is consistency. And I feel very comfortable that we're going to get consistent refereeing moving forward. So from that standpoint, from the battles on the big guys. The other thing is, and it's the last thing I want to talk about today, because then next week we're going to, when we talk, I want to talk about linebackers. I want to talk about the rules of the box. I want to talk what players are allowed, not allowed to do. But the other thing was that concerned me is we live in a very woke society, we'll say, right? And
that's not our brand.
Right. And I'm sorry, everybody. We make no apologies. We're not woke. And the concern for me was that part of the legacy of the gunslingers way back when has always been guns up. Well, if you go through the rule book, it says that, you shouldn't act like you have a weapon. It shouldn't be meant to appear like you're cutting somebody's throat, you're shooting somebody, you're strangling somebody, whatever. So I called the commissioner today. And great guy, and calls me back like in 30 seconds. And I had that relationship with Chris, and it was great. So to have it again is very refreshing. And
that's Todd Tryon.
That's Todd Tryon, yes. Yeah. I just call him Mr. Commissioner out of respect. So I asked him, I said, hey, it's part of our culture, right? As long as we don't point it at a fan, as long as we don't point it at a player, right? As long as we do all those things, can we keep our culture? And he said 100% yes. So Guns Up is still alive in 2024, right? I'm going to invent my own little shtick on that after we score or after we have a defensive stop, I'm just going to holster it and walk back to the bench. So I think that's a fun thing to do too. But I think everything that we come up with, as long as we're not harming anybody, as long as we're not belittling anybody, I think we'll be fine. And for the most part, we're going to act like that all the time anyway. So, but it's a good thing. So, one really positive thing, and a little bit of information now on the defensive side. Going back to the holding, there can be defensive holding. So, as long as it's not at the point of attack or on a receiver trying to get his route, if it's a backside lineman holding onto the lineman, they're not going to call it. They're going to, unless it affected the play. It affected that guy's ability to make a play. If he's 20 yards away, there's no point in calling that. And if you're looking over there instead of the point of attack, something's wrong anyway. So, yeah, I think that's good. And so it applies to both sides of the ball. Very similar rules in that respect. Kicking game, it's kind of the same thing. The only time the kicking team can advance the ball on the kicking team is either an onside kick, obviously. But if the ball hits the goalpost and bounces out,
bounces back into play,
they can catch the ball and run in for a touchdown. I mean, that's part of it. But pretty much the rules are the same when it comes to the kicking game, because we had it in 21, the same rules for the kicking game pretty much. And there's going to be the opportunities that we're going to have to change our special teams game from last year. And I know people are going to have to get really smart with Kelly and Wade back there.
Yes.
You got
two big weapons back there.
2-4-3 guys. Yeah, good luck. Right. So, yeah, it'll be fun. But, yeah, and we'll get more and more and more every week into one facet of the game or another. And I want to really get into timeouts, and I want people to understand the 1 minute rule. I want them to understand advancing the ball, those things too. So, yeah.
And we will have time, because I think we're going to be on the air almost every week going forward. We're going to take some breaks in the holiday, but we've signed up for a serious commitment, folks. So I hope you enjoy watching us doing this. We enjoy doing it. We're going to be doing it often, and we're going to go ahead and step aside here for another break in segment. And when we return, we'll be wrapping things up. So I figure out what my cue is going to be. You are watching Branded with head coach Tom Menas.
So,
reputation, it defines us. How we treat the customer contributes to our reputation. It's doing the right thing every time and never cutting corners. John Wayne's customers have rewarded us with over 15,000 five-star reviews and an A+ rating with the BBB. And for that, we thank you. Right now, get a complete new system with affordable monthly payments from $72, plus get no interest and no payments for 12 months. John Wayne Service Company. Our reputation is in every truck.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
X's and O's. And welcome back to more of Branded. Well, we've blown the perfect game early. Now we're back for more of our fan-focused giveaways with Jordan. Take it away, Jordan Stubing.
Oh, there you go.
And we're back for our final segment, I guess it is, but we're joined by James Stubing, the club president, here on Branded. Well, what do you think? You've been out there with the crowd? Are they having fun?
Oh, they're having lots of fun. It's pretty much every seat in the room is taken, and then everybody's having a great time. So I'd call that a success.
Yeah, the success. That reminds me, something we did not talk about, we definitely need to have a brief talk about, is we need to give a big thanks to all of our fans. Our previous week's show, as tame as that one was, we managed to make it, we're either at or over 600 views across all platforms.
That's awesome.
But we are hoping to do
from
even
the basement.
better.
Yeah, from the basement.
From the basement.
Tonight should be way bigger.
Yes,
so.
yes. And we're hoping tonight that people will enjoy this and will definitely watch this and engage more. I've been so busy, I haven't even had a chance to look at the stream of comments. So
yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, let's take a look and see what we have here. I don't know how to pull them in
noticed
myself.
That Gun Country was here, or Gun Country, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
J. Mark Bailey.
And
okay.
that would be...
That's their, J. Mark Bailey is their COO of the company.
Yeah, he popped in and said that Gun Country was in the house.
Oh, good.
I'm getting the gun and gone. So yeah, Gun Country.
And Jim Renier saying hi here, that he loves the new background.
Yeah.
And let's see here if we have any other ones. Oh, hey. We got a special one from somebody we know, Susan Manas.
Oh, great.
Saying that she loves the background and pays the compliment to Jordan. And hi to the defense kid, saying he still misses you in Albany. But we kind of knew that.
Oh, they're great people.
And for Jordan, that a Smoking Guns joint shirt would be happening.
Yeah, I don't think so. None of that.
We'll find out. And always chiming in, Zach Brown himself acknowledging that you acknowledged him, that he's here.
Yeah, good.
And let's see. Leo Lamas of the Smoking Guns podcast saying where you guys are going and our cuts are going to be better than other teams' starters.
Well, hopefully.
Hello. You said we needed a DB?
Oh, yeah.
Dwayne Hollis?
I love Dwayne.
So that would be another. And let's see. That's it. And end how we begin it on the comments with.
Yeah, but I want to talk about something real quick.
Yeah,
okay.
Coach.
So I want to get with James on a couple things that we've talked about. Do you want to do a teaser on something that's coming up?
Which thing?
Is it premature? We could talk about it.
Well, there's so many. I'm not sure which thing you're talking about.
I'm thinking about where our building is, our office.
Yeah.
Do we need to go to commercial and discuss this?
No. Let's stay off commercials. These people are probably sick of commercials right now.
I'll take a bite on that.
Go ahead. So this is big.
Yeah. So we've got a new facility that we're setting up shop in. It's going to be incredible. I don't want to get too into the details yet, but it'll be a great place to have events for gunslinger type things. Even a merch store. You could come and pick up tickets, and even some parties and stuff that we're planning there. So it's going to take us a few months to get it ready, but it'll definitely be rocking and rolling by the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's going to have a lot more to it than that will be coming out in the future, which is fantastic. Also, talk to everybody. We didn't bring it up this week, and we want to give the fans a chance to win October, right? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about season tickets, how important they are, and why they're important.
There's actually something coming very soon, a subscription model that we're working on that'll make it easy to get started with your season tickets and pay them out over the year. And
it's kind of like Netflix.
Kind of like Netflix. You'll stay on it, and your price for your season tickets will stay the same year after year as long as you stay subscribed. So it's going to be really cool.
Price lock guarantee.
That's right.
That is really big.
Yeah. So we're really excited about that.
Guns
we're getting
up for
the
life.
Final details set up for that and make it a lot easier for people to get their tickets and even upgrade to maybe a little higher level. that they wouldn't normally buy because a big purchase all at once is tough. But that's going to be phenomenal, and I think people are going to love that. So
well, awesome. I mean that, and again, president, co-owner, San Antonio Gunslingers. I can't tell you the commitment that him and Mr. Rackler have made to this football team, to the success of this team, but also for the community. We're so community-driven in this, and that's why the season tickets to me is so important, because it's a validation of everything that you guys are doing, and the validation of the people we're signing, the staff we have. We have the best talent pool that's not on the football field. I mean, it's just our front office stuff is ridiculous how good and talented these people are. And that's attributed to you and Don and what you guys have built with John Wayne. And we just got lucky to steal some people, we'll say, right?
It's our pleasure. And everybody involved in the Gunslingers is really excited about what they do. They're passionate about serving fans and providing the best fan experience we can possibly provide. And the end result is a quality environment where your kids are safe and quality entertainment that's family-friendly, wholesome. I was looking through some of the reviews that we had gotten this past season, and it was really heartwarming to see how first-timers that had come to the game were so moved by how pure and wholesome the environment was. And they said they were coming back because it was so much fun and it was a great place to bring their family. So we love that. That's what we're looking for. That's how we know we did our job when we get those kinds of comments.
Right. That's awesome. And again, we keep piggybacking on that. I actually saw your partner, Don Reckler's in the house, and I'm going to coax him over. So we may go into OT, by the way.
Yeah, Tom Manas, producer. So he gets
hey, man, I'm filling airspace.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you know, again, without these two guys, none of this is even remotely possible. And then to take it to the level we're taking it this year, I don't know if people really realize, if you were a big-time San Antonio Gunslingers fan last year, and you came to every game, and you did all that, we're not going to look anything like that. It's going to be so next level in everything that we're doing.
Elevated.
Oh my gosh.
That's my buzzword this year. Elevated. Everything is elevated.
Okay, I'm getting them over here. Okay. So I'm going to kick you out.
Yep, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, and we will take this to commercial right now. And when we come back, a very, very, very special guest. You are watching Branded, the Gunslingers Coaches Show, when we return.
Reputation, it defines us. How we treat the customer contributes to our reputation. It's doing the right thing every time and never cutting corners. John Wayne's customers have rewarded us with over 15,000 five-star reviews and an A+ rating with the BBB. And for that, we thank you. Right now, get a complete new system with affordable monthly payments from $72, plus get no interest and no payments for 12 months. John Wayne Service Company, our reputation is in every truck.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
Do you sit next to me? You want to sit in, Grandpa? Come on. Ooh, now we got it.
And welcome back to Branded, the Coaches Show. And we're back for our final segment. No, I mean it this time. And we have a very, very special guest with us, Don Rackler, owner of the San Antonio Gunslingers. Don, thanks for coming. Who do you have with you? Who is this attractive young lady wearing the Gunslingers outfit?
Well, this is my great-granddaughter right here. Oh. She's a junior six-shooter in the making.
Yes, she is. You want to wave? Say hi to everybody?
Can you say hi?
Shake your pom-poms.
Okay. But we don't have a headset on her, so we can't,
no.
Can't hear what she has to say. First of all, we having you on, I want to thank you for the vision and the commitment that made this possible and is moving us in a new direction. I know all of the fans in the Gunslinger Posse appreciate the chance to come back again. Tell us why. I think I know why, because it's a question of not accepting the outcome of the previous year and just pushing forward.
Well, it's a complicated question in a way, but one, I'm an all-in guy. So if we're going to do something, I'm all in. And so, we're going to build this team, and we're going to have a winning championship team for the people of San Antonio and our fans. And Coach Minaz has just been awesome in putting all this together. But the real goal here is we want a professional indoor football team for the citizens of San Antonio, for the hard-working people in San Antonio that can go to a professional event that's affordable, it's fun, it's family entertainment. It's not going to cost a lot of money, but it's going to be very exciting. And that is our goal, just to do something like that for the great people in San Antonio and surrounding counties that like football and would like to have a professional team in San Antonio. So that's our goal.
So it's a big give back to all the working class people in San Antonio and everyone here. We talked championship. The last time we had a team that could call themselves a champion in San Antonio in football, that was 1977, Don.
And I don't even know who that was. Who was that?
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
The Charles.
You know what? That's funny because my brother-in-law actually was a trainer for them, and I forgot all about that.
So let me add one thing real quick before we get out of here. Don is a very humble guy when it comes to what he does, but he does the heavy lifting for this whole thing, okay? And him, his beautiful family, everything that they've done, I don't know if he really truly appreciates the fact that we are miles ahead of many programs already. Give us this season to do what we're going to do. And I like it because I walk out and I say every time, I go, we're going to win a championship this year. And I make everybody angry. And what does my boss do at the press conference? We're going to win a championship. That's what I've been waiting for. Good. Yeah, we make no apologies for who we are, but we're going to back it up. And big reason we're going to do that is this guy right here and James, who was just on as well. So thank you. I know I say it a lot, but I mean it. We couldn't do any of this without your vision and without all the heavy lifting you do for this team, for this community, for your charities. All that is just fantastic, and we appreciate that.
And another guy who's ready to go all in, Zach Brown, back in saying, trying to pack the arena because my teammates are going to put on a show for the fans. Yeah. Good sign there, Coach.
Yeah. No, Zach's not shy. Yeah. And you're going to see a lot of that. So, yeah, really good stuff. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. You want to say anything? No? Okay, I didn't think so. Hey, now's my chance. Eli, Liliana, and Mila, go to bed. We're out, right?
This is
my grandkids. Yeah.
This has been the very, very first live show, a very special show. Thank you for watching Branded, the San Antonio Gunslingers Coaches Show, live here from Walk-Ons for October 11th, 2023. I'm Ralph Judkins. He was Tom Minaz. That was Don Rackler. And we're saying so long for now. And as always, keep your guns up.
There you go. All right.